You ready? If you love anything corally, anything sheeny, shimmery, splendid, glowy, amazing goodness kind of blush, then you have to get this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, come on, focus. Gosh. Oh, cut. We are gonna talk about blushes. Let me tell you, blushes is one of my most favorite makeup product. I just love them because I'd rather not have a makeup at all if I could not put a blush on my face. It's just my finishing touch. There's just something about it that just makes you alive, and I don't understand why other people does not wear blush. But anyway, I'm not supposed to rumble so much. So the blushes that we're gonna talk about is in this little thing. I know you can see the word ColourPop. Of course, you have to include it. Well, I don't know how much you can see here, but I'm just gonna tip it over. Don't to me. This is, anyway, I didn't even mention what's the brand. This is from Max Factor in the shade Puff. No, not Puff. In the shade Gorgeous Berries. This thing, if you could see it from here, I'm gonna move a bit closer. Let's get a bit personal, so you could see this baby down here. That is just beautiful. I know, very pigmented. One thing I noticed about this is it could get patchy, so it's on the bottom 10, not because it's bad. It's probably the most long-lasting of all of this, I would say. But it's on number 10 because it's a mauve. It's not typically my color that I gravitate towards to, and it has a sheen on it, as you can see. Why it's in number 10, I haven't used it in the longest time, but as you can see, if I blend it, it pretty much leave a stain. Don't be discouraged about that, because there's a certain techniques that I discovered to make this guy work. What I do is I'll pick a brush, of course, your blush brush. It's on your application technique. So you're gonna pick up the brush. Alright, dip it in your blush. Oh my god, that's a tongue twister. And then instead of swiping motion, you go on tapping motion. Tapping motion, you know, it distributes more evenly before you go to swiping motion. And that's the kind of thing how I apply this certain blush that I make it works, because as you can see, when I'm trying to swatch it, it stains. That's why it's so long lasting. And then my number 9 ranking of these affordable blushes will go to ta-da! The Essence. I know maybe some of you watching would say, why did you put the Essence Satin Touch blush on second to the last bottom? Well, because it's not about the formula, because in this top 10 they're the best formula I've ever tried. So formula wise they are all good. It's just the pigmentation, I suppose. Pigmentation is okay. It's not worth it. This one it's not worth it wearing this one on summertime for me. This is on the shade Satin Coral, and this one is on Satin Love. Can you see that? Ooh. For me, I could not wear this in summer because it does not show up on me. I like to keep them around because look how sturdy and thin and compact the packaging is. This is pretty much ideal for traveling. And now we're gonna jump into my, I'm gonna try and, okay, so my top 7 has to go with NYX Power Blush in the shade Terracotta. This reminds me of Warm Show, but this is way more pigmented than Warm Show. This is your typical warm, beigey, rose goldy nude, and it's beautiful. It's easy to blend, and I like to use it in between my blush and my bronzer. And it's a beautiful shade, and I guess that's all I can say about it. So if you love a nude, a good nude in affordable price, this is gonna be your bet. And my top 7 has to go to my has to go with my babies right here. This is from Wet n Wild. So I have 3 shades. I got apricot in the middle, mellow wine, and pearlescent pink. This is extremely pigmented. A little goes a long way, like they always say. So my most favorite would say apricot in the middle, but I've been loving pearlescent pink lately. And I'm just gonna give you some swatches. So that's pearlescent pink. I have a dry skin, so it does not has a good grip because, but it's powder, so it's not gonna hold. It's not gonna grip properly on the skin because since I have a dry skin, I have a dry arm, I would say. That's mainly my Art Puppy Butter Bronzer in the shade Vintage Rouge. This is the most softest, silkiest powder. They have the same feeling as their butter bronzer and pretty much light, but it does show up on my skin, which is good because I'm not pale. I'm in between. I'm not really morena, but I'm pretty close to being morena, but not totally morena. I still have this chocolatey kayumangi color on my skin, and it's on top. Where are we? It's on top 6. Not because of the formula, because of how can you get access of this. Because here in the UK, they don't have the brand here, so I have to order it on eBay, and it would cost you twice or sometimes 3 times the normal price of this. I guess that's the downside because they're not very much easy to get, I suppose. So that's why I put them on top 6. But pretty much they're good blush. They have released another 3 shades which you can only get, I think, in Walmart or in Ulta, which only exists in US, I believe. So they don't have it in UK, which sucks and it's sad. But anyhow, this product is really good, and I just wish that they would spread out their brunch so that it would be easy access for people to try and to purchase. On my top 5, it has to go to L'Oreal. Paris. So I'm gonna show you these two first shade. This one is the Age Perfect Satin Glow Blush. This one is in the shade Hazelnut, and this one is Umber. I love Hazelnut just a tad bit more than Umber because it's, as you can see, it's warm like hazelnut. And this one is your mauvey brown. But nonetheless, there are amazing, beautiful blushes out there. Okay, focus here. As you can see, they're a bit satiny. I guess mostly the one that I've shown you has a satin finish. I think the only one that doesn't have is the butter bronze that I've shown you. And this guy are really good. You have to try this if you can find it. It's kind of in an old packaging, so I don't know if it's still, you know, on the shelf. I just got it this year. It's just never seen it that much, or maybe it hasn't been promoted. I don't know. I don't even know who said. This one is in the shade Rosewood, which this one is an easy access. You can get it anywhere, in store, online, Amazon, eBay, you name it, you'll find it. And this is here. That is her. She's just beautiful, right? It's not pink. It has a bit of a brown. It has a bit of a mauve. It has a bit of a pink. It's gorgeous, and I love it. Ta-da! It's from Maybelline. It's the Color Show Blush. I think this one exists still in the Philippines, but not. I don't know. I haven't seen it here, but I bought it in the Philippines. And this one is pretty much in the face color, but this is the kind of blush that I always wear when I don't know what to wear. It does not translate like that on my face. It translates fresh, youthful looking on my face. I don't know. Typically, if you're gonna sell this to me without trying this on my face, I would never buy this. But then, you cannot judge a book by its cover, which that saying can relate to this guy here. It is just beautiful. This is in the shade Fresh Coral. You have to try it again. At least try this one. If you're paler than me, oh my god, you're gonna love it. It's amazing. I got plenty of packets of this guy here. Sadly, I haven't used it yet because I have other blushes that I'm trying to get to know and use and love, you know, giving some love. So we're pretty much close. So that's our top 3, which is close and dear in my heart. And now this guy here. I know, this is from Caroline. It's in the shade Rosy Key. I got it from the Philippines again, and this is a Philippine brand. This is one of my very first blush, and when I say one of my very first blush, it's still this blush. This is the start of all this addiction of blushes. But this one it has like same similarity with my butter bronzer, not pretty much, but it translates fresh and young. Like this one, they don't look exactly the same, but they translate that same feeling, that same look. I pretty much stopped using it because I'm scared to run out of it. I'm just scared to run out of it. Let's say we're on top 2 now. I'd like to mention this guy, little guy here. This is from Makeup Revolution. Again, it has the same look as my butter blush, but there's just a tad bit difference, and it's worth mentioning. But sadly, I think they have discontinued it, and I'm so upset that they did. Because look how tiny that is. If I use this within a month, this will be gone. And this is in the shade Sugar. Makeup Revolution Sugar. They have discontinued it, and I'm so upset. But then, since then, I have been hunting and looking to find one. And I found the prettiest dupe I could ever get. And that is from Colourpop. This one kind of lean on more brown or something, but they pretty much look exactly the same. So since that's already discontinued, that's the Colourpop one. I would recommend this one from Colourpop, and this is in the shade To The 10. They're pretty much, if you apply them on each and a different side of your cheek, you'll never notice a difference. They're pretty much that close, and I call it a dupe. So they're amazing. There you go. If you really want to try this little guy here, this is only £1, so that's like equivalent of like maybe around 60 to 67 pesos. But then, since this guy here's been discontinued, you can try this one. Now we're on our, the last but not the least, on our top one, the best of all the best. I guess I would say in all of this is the only cream formula, and it's from Colourpop. Oh my gee, this is from Colourpop. Like I said, this is me in a blush. This is me. This shade is me in a blush. And one thing, it took me a while to get how to use to it, because when I first had it, I was really upset because I don't know how to apply it. And then I discovered that anything flat, kind of brush flat, I mean this one is angled, but like this, or anything that has a bit of a dense to it, you can just rub it in, and the way you apply it is like tapping motion first to distribute it, and then you can do the circular motion. But anyway, this one is in the shade Quarters, and this one is in the shade, come on, are you not focusing? Okay, there you go. Okay, this one is in the shade Quarters. This one is in the shade Drop of a Hat. I love this too. I think I love Quarters more, just because it's orange. Oh my god, look at that. It is just beautiful. And it turns into cream to powder, so you have nothing to worry about. And this one is the pearlized one. This is in the shade Drop of a Hat. Look how beautiful they are. Again, it's warm, it's coral, it's orange, it's beautiful, it's yummy, it's delicious. I love it. You have to try this. At least in all this recommendation, try this guy here. Try this too. You're just gonna love it. You're just gonna love it. I swear. But that's not where it ends. This video, this is not where it ends. I have to include this particular one. This is not a blush, but then again, in makeup world, there's no such rules that certain things can only be used in certain things. You can use them any way, anyhow you want to use it. You know, I'm telling you, you have to get this if you love what? Focus, baby. There you go. There you go. You have to get this baby here. Oops. Yep. I have to stick, man. Look at that. It's gold. It's warm. It's orange. It's coral. It's peach. It's everything in one blush. This is not blush, actually. This is from Kiko Milano. Their long-lasting wet and dry eyeshadow. It's an eyeshadow, baby. It's an eyeshadow. But you gotta try this. If you love warm blush, if you love peachy and orange, give you the biggest swatch ever. This is one deserve to be mentioned. I'm gonna swatch it inside my hand so that you can see its full potential pigmentation. Oh, look at that. That is no way near on the NARS Orgasm. It's not. It's more orangey. It's more orangey. It's more warm. It's more apricot-y, corally, orange, peach, all in one. Goodness in this one. If you love a blush like this, you have to get this. I'm telling you. Look at this. That is such a... It's not pink at all because Orgasm lean towards pinky peach. Is it? This one is an orangey, apricot-y, peachy, corally thing with a warm gold. And the gold in here is not chunky. It's just beautiful sheen. It has no fallout either. I'm telling you, you have to get it. Please believe me. But anyway, enough with that. I feel like my blood came up to my head raving about that thing. Now our focus is not in me anymore. Focus, baby. There you go. So yes, guys, that wraps up the video. That's the bonus. That's our bonus. Go into it. That's all. That's all. We're done here. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the high-end top 10 blush part. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. And I know it's too long, but I'll try to compress it for you guys. So bye.